Good morning, Wildcats, and welcome back to the MWHS Wildcat News.
Coming up on today's episode.
Host practices surgical simulations. The drama team teams up with the ACP kids to put together a unified play.
Summer is just around the corner and students prepare for their long vacation.
I'm Andrew Pfeiffer.
And I'm Madeline Anderson. HOSA students got the opportunity to practice an appendicitis procedure on a simulation.
Although intended for human phys classes, HOSA students got to take a look. Haley Manrose and Mackenzie Gonzalez bring us a closer look.
Anatomy students got the unique opportunity to experience a surgery procedure through a simulation where students had to operate a camera and tweezers to remove foreign objects from the body.
That they were doing today was a laparoscopic appendectomy. So again, the simulators are real life where they put something. They put usually they use a rubber band, a really small one, and then that way they can use the retractors and learn how to use just the equipment itself. Two people are stationed on either side of the body, and then they find out where that piece of tissue is, and then they remove it.
This gave the students a look into what the operating room is really like.
So I am a certified surgical technologist where I work in the operating room and assist the surgeons during any aspects of the operation. We're actually classified as like the right-hand man during surgery. So we are there during everything as far as the surgery, helping them retract, helping them suction, anything that they need help with, we're right there with them. Well, right now we have a simulator in there that is actually pretending to be taking out your appendix. So they're having to know what it's like to do laparoscopic surgery and to actually how different it is to look through just a camera and knowing that surgeons can do that type of surgery. And then they will try to find and identify the appendix to be able to take that out. A lot of times I always want the students to at least, the operating room is a different world to work in. Not everybody is able to see the blood and guts and to be able to work in an operating room. So to get that experience and to be able to go shadow or really see if this is something for you, but if you really want to feel like you're part of healthcare and really helping people and you can handle blood and guts, then surgery is awesome to be in. And like I said, it's a great program to go into, and it's such a good stepping stone program where you can then go on to do bigger and better things also with it. So.
Many students found the simulation to be a great learning experience, encouraging them to enter the medical field and explore other options beyond doctors, nurses, and surgeons.
It was really cool because the medical field is something I'm really interested in, and it was super cool to be able, because I've never done anything like that before, so it was really cool to be able to see what they do every day and use their actual equipment. I'm interested in either radiology or psychology. They're two totally different fields, but I'm going to be over at UNMC next year, so I'm going to be exposed to a lot more things. I'm hoping to kind of figure it out.
This has been Haley Manrose and Mackenzie Gonzalez with the MWHS Wildcat News.
The ACP students recently joined forces with the Drama Club to create the This Is Our School 2 play.
With all the unified sports, it's only natural that they include theater. Annie Punt and Cole Filer bring us the story.
On May 15th, drama students joined with the ACP students to put on a show-stopping play. These students performed the play It's Our School 2, which was written by Special Olympics Nebraska. They did 2 shows, once during 4th block and once after school at 7. The ACP kids were proud to stand in front of their classmates and tell them about the importance of inclusion.
We are saying, spread the word and to end the word. It said, just like you have a freedom of speech, we have a freedom not to be bullied.
They started rehearsing for the play at the beginning of 4th semester. The first week of class, the drama students got together with the ACP students and did a get-to-know-you activity. After the first week, it was all work on the play. In all, they had 16 scenes, and every student would get a role.
Well, my favorite part was when my friend Kareem just spoke really loud, and he did a great job of being a cop.
In this play, the actors were to highlight the specific parts of the school that may be lacking inclusion of all students. They talked about teachers, other students, and even getting to participate in sports. At one point in the play, they asked everyone to get up and say a pledge with them.
I think it turned out amazing. I think while the performance was great, we also made a lot of connections with the ACP students. And I think that's the biggest thing we got out of this, to be honest.
All in all, the play was a hit. Each student bonded with someone and made a new friend to talk to in the hallways. The purpose of the play was to show their true feelings about the R word and being unified with their other classmates, and they achieved so much more than that. Director Brooke Phillips already has plans for another play next year. This has been Cole Filer and Annie Punt with the MWHS Wildcat News.
With seniors out next week and underclassmen soon to follow, summer is now creeping up.
McKenna Cole and Caitlin Kosis are asking students what their summer plans are.
Summer is quickly approaching and students are getting very eager to fulfill their summer bucket list. We have asked a couple students questions about their summer, and here are the responses that we got.
A couple years ago, me and my family went to the Badlands in South Dakota.
My favorite summer memory is when I went to Hawaii last summer with my dad and my brother and my grandma.
My favorite summer memory is probably when I went on my cruise last year.
Every summer since going into my freshman year, I've gone on a mission trip with my church.
Probably going to Hawaii with my family.
We're probably going to go on vacation, and I'm going to be running a lot.
This summer I'm nannying 2 boys, and I'm going to Kansas City for nationals, and I'm going to college visits.
My plans for the summer is I'm probably just going to work a lot, and then I'm going to Myrtle Beach for a week with my grandparents, and then when I get back from that I'm going to see my dad for 2 weeks in Virginia.
This summer I'm working at a camp one of the weeks with little kids and who have arthritis, and I'm just walking around with them and doing all of their activities with them. And then after that, a few weeks later, I'm going on that mission trip. And then after that, I'm going to Idaho to visit my aunt with my sister.
This summer, I'm going to sleep a lot. I'm going to go on vacation to Colorado and Haiti.
I don't get to see my friends on a daily basis like I would at school.
I feel like during the summer, a lot of people go on vacations, and then if all of my friends are on vacations, and I'm at home, and I just don't have anyone to hang out with, so I have to go out and walk with my dog.
What I like about summer is here, summer's only 3 months. Where I used to live in Virginia, it's 4 months from May through September.
I don't like getting sunburned.
I don't like when it gets too hot to be outside and do stuff where it's uncomfortable.
Running, fishing, and swimming.
I like to go to water parks and the pool, and I like to go golfing and putt-putting with my friends.
Mostly just working, mowing lawns or hanging out with friends, playing some video games, and then traveling.
I like going on walks with my dogs and hanging out with my friends at the pool and just laying out anything that's outside.
I usually go fishing a lot, hang out with friends, and I just sleep and play video games.
With the little time we have left in school, students are making more and more plans to make their summer spectacular. This has been Caitlin Kosis and McKenna Cole with the MWHS Wildcat News.
And that's it for this week's edition of MWHS Wildcat News.
Be sure to check out the Catalyst online and follow us on Twitter at MWHS Catalyst for more news updates.
Remember that the senior dinner is this Sunday.
And the honors breakfast is this Monday. I'm Andrew Pfeiffer.
And I'm Madeline Anderson. Have a great week, Wildcats.